Hello friends, welcome to Data Gyan Academy. This is your go-to channel for real Power BI interview questions, tricky DAX logic, dashboard strategies, and data analytics tips that actually get used on the job. Today's question is, how do we group customers based on the behavior, not just sales amount, using pure DAX logic? Let's solve it. Here is our data set. It contains customer ID, column, order date, and then sales amount. Now we will create a summary table to extract key customer behavior. So let me go to table tools and here I'll say as new table. Into this I will write a DAX expression. So I'll just name as customer behavior is equal to, I'll say as summarize columns. Into that, firstly I'll say sales of customer ID, which is into my sales table, comma. I'll come down, I'll add some columns over here. So column name, first purchase. Into that I'll say minimum of sales order date, comma. One more name I'll add over here as last purchase. Here I'll say as maximum of sales order date, comma. One more column name I'll write as total purchases, comma. Here I'll say distinct count of sales order date, comma. One more I'll create as total sales. Which is simply the sum of sales amount. And I'll just press the enter. So for my sales table, I have just summarized the columns over here as first purchase, last purchase, total purchases, and total sales. So here if you see in the first purchase, this is nothing but the earliest date they have placed an order. So I have used min of sales order date. Last purchases, the most recent date they order, which is nothing but max of sales order date. And total purchases, how many unique dates they have purchased on, using distinct count of order date, and total sales is simply the sum of sales amount. Now here is the smart part. We will add one more column to this. I'll name this column as segment. Is equal to, now here I'm creating some variables. So I'll say where today is equal to, I'll use today function simply. Then next one more variable I'll say as last is equal to, I'll say last purchase, which is there already present in my table. One more variable I'll create as total is equal to total purchase. It is already there in our table. And one more last variable I'll create as days since is equal to, I'll say DATEDIFF function over here, last, which I have created the variable, comma, date2, which is today, comma, they will remain the same. Now I'll say return and I'll use switch function over here, switch true. comma, total is equal to 1 and days since is less than or equal to 30, then the customer is new, comma, if again total is equal to 1 and days since is greater than 30, then the customer is inactive, comma, if the total is greater than or equal to 3 and days since is lesser than or equal to 60, then the customer is loyal, comma, if the total is greater than or equal to 2 and days since is greater than 90, then the customer is at risk, comma, else other. And now I'll close my expression. Let me press enter over here. Let us check what our segment column has done. So if you see, it has segmented according to their purchases. There's a tip for you. Segmenting by sales is good, but segmenting by behavior is next level analytics. That's how we build a smart customer segmentation based on behavior. This logic is used in real dashboards across marketing, e-commerce, and finance. If this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. This is Data Gyan Academy, where DAX skills grow one day at a time. Thank you.